There's some number like 80% of ranches or something is going to change hands in the next 10 years. That's crazy. Now is the time. If you want to buy a ranch, if you want to start farming, you need to be learning everything possible. You need to be joining online communities like Agri Summit. You need to be, finding a rancher who's about to retire and just learning as much as you can from them. You're going to be looking into programs, learning how you're going to get financing. You need to be doing everything possible. How bad do you want to be a rancher? How bad do you want a homestead? How bad do you want to start farming? If you want it at all, you need to. Now's the time. Now is the time. So these steers have been on half a bucket of grain twice a day, so full bucket for a full day. For a little over a month now, just going on a month actually. So we'll probably maybe bump the feed up a little bit. Again, it's just a mixed bag feed. Pretty good. It looks like the flies are starting to bother them a little bit, so we might put one of them oiler deals on the mineral tub over there. There's distillers and salt in that to help hold water. But other than that, they're on pasture. I know there's a little bit of hay in the feeder, but they don't eat that right now. There's good pasture. Knock on wood, hopefully get some more rain tonight. But they're on a couple acres of pasture. And they're loving it. They're growing. They're getting bigger. Again, these flies, poor flies are kicking their butt right now. So a couple of them there might have runny eyes. So we'll watch that. Try to get them flies knocked down for them. Probably get them, maybe do a little, yeah, we'll see. We'll get that taken care of. But yeah, guys, starting small, 3 head. If you have not been on the channel before, we are proving that you can have a small profitable ranch and then scale from there. They help family ranchers make their ranch more profitable, so ensure that they are staying in the game, not only for this next year, but to be able to pass that on to the next generation. There's all these ranches and farms that are going to be passed on in the next 10 years here. If we're not doing our part of learning how we're going to, have that succession planning, cannot trust us with their operation, or we're not capable of taking on that operation, then it's just going to get sold to the highest bidder. And all that land is just going to get consolidated and sold to the highest bidder, which is going to be an investor, which is why you have the consolidation of the ag industry. And it happened in all the other industries. Cattle is trying to. And I believe that it is what is killing our small towns. And I know if you're watching this video, you probably care about small towns. You're from a rural area, you care about small towns, your small town school. And if you want to protect that, like I do, then you need to have those acreages around. You cannot keep tearing down the acreages. You can't. It is what is killing the small towns. The small town population has not decreased that much in the last 100 years. It's actually stayed fairly consistent on average. I know there's outliers, but what has completely dropped off is the amount of acreages around towns, small towns. There was tons of acreages that used to sit. People I know could live on less land back then, but I'm proving it. I'm starting with 3 head. And no, I'm not talking about the horses. I'm talking about those 3 steers right there. We're going to prove that you can have that profitably and then scale up from there. And direct to consumer is the route that I'm choosing to work with these 3 right here, because I believe that as a family rancher, it is the most profitable way that you can, start, especially with a small scale. And I'm documenting that entire process. Half a bucket twice a day. It's not a lot of extra work. Are there other ways you can do it? Yes. Can you have a bigger operation? Yes. But that's what I'm doing right here. It's simple, and I'm going to prove that it's profitable. Everything is tracked. From my time as a commodity broker, from my time, as an ag lender, tracking the finances, watching other people operations, I'm utilizing all that information. And those are the strategies and things that I talk about in Agri Summit as well. And I'm always learning, from my family, my parents, from neighbors, from other people who have done direct consumer already. All kinds of people have all this experience, and I'm learning from them. And that's what I want you to do too, which is why I started the community. Because if you can connect online with so many other ranchers, you're going to have all this experience that you're going to be able to utilize. And the more of us who can build out this small scalable ranch from, a small amount of cattle and then scale up, the better it is going to be for our rural, way of life. Family ranches matter to you and you're tired of seeing investors buy out everything, then subscribe to this channel. Share it with 10 friends. Just pass it on. The more we grow this channel, the more education, the more effort, the more time I can put into this channel, the more people we can have become aware, and the more, good we can do. Because together we can do a lot more than what people think. We are truly capable of more than we think. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.